fuck was that? What did I fuck, white.
I'm ready whenever you're ready.
I'll go first. Bucks, Jets, Steelers, Broncos, Washington, Ravens. Who you get?
I'm getting Ravens.
Let's get it.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers.
Oh,
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Party now with the return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right to the air to open this one up. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, it's quadruple tasker.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. No motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able
Oh,
to save
and
it.
that was user
The
too.
officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
Oh,
This
it's
is a
user
pass that just
too.
needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
On the handoff, it's Henry. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Let's go.
Up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee.
We nervous.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Third and long for Jackson.
Yo, get them, yo.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down.
Come
inside.
on.
Field to the
That's
pylon.
crazy.
He's in. Lamar Jackson.
That's crazy.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
This nigga just,
Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg.
that was an
Able to find the end
interception,
zone
bro.
on the
I
game's
ain't got a
first
bitch.
possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. You wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did.
I should have
with that
clicked
touchdown
on that
drive.
nigga. On some real shit. We lose the game, it's because of his
And
ass.
he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team gonna let that one go. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second.
I didn't mean to do that.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's complete. Calvin Austin. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
We are through one. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And that's
Come
gonna
on,
be
bro.
incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose
Gotta catch
and
that.
forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Here's Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
They'll run with Harris. And he will score. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Yes, we do.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Hardy now with the return. Nice job by the return team as he goes down and 10. No motion over Flowers. On first and 10, Jackson. Down the field, he's got Aguilar.
Fuck out of here.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
With that much time, you just can't ask your secondary to hold up. The defensive front has to do a better job. First, keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him extend the play outside of it. And then secondly, you got to get that ball out of his hand, because when you let him hold it for that long, big plays are going to come.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Gonna go right back to Henry. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Henry tries to bull his way in. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Again, it'll be Henry. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught down the field by Pickens. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. The shotgun, Wilson. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. I'm worried about him running back. There is a lot of space open underneath.
He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, Wilson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well at the 17-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now he takes off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A give right up the middle to Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Bateman is the motion man. Here's a designed run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Russ. He'll try to run for it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. Like, there was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 6. Fields operating out of the pistol. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Oh my God. This nigga threw the wrong pass.
The Ravens will take over here.
Nigga threw the wrong pass.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now Jackson on the move. Throw on the run is complete. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Jackson looking to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
He got his X Factor on. Didn't have it the whole half.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Shout out to the one watching.
Play action now. Jackson. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3.
Damn. First game of the day, man.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's a run.
This nigga.
And he will score again.
This nigga is beast mode.
Touchdown, Ravens. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Patterson now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Wilson. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in
by the
God. Defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the
goddamn
catch.
cigarette. These niggas acting up.
You have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away properly.
Hold up. These niggas acting up.
I'm going to get a beer. I'll be right back.
What you say? What you say?
Yeah, it's wrong. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, it's wrong. Yep. Facts. Facts.
Yo, what she talking about?